3, 2, 1.
My name is Hannah Butterfield. I've been leading the Soapbox Leeds group. So I'm Associate Artist with Stand and Be Counted Theatre. I also work at Leeds Beckett University part-time, where I'm doing a PhD, which is about co-creation with people seeking sanctuary in this area. Soapbox Leeds to me is really special, it's really important. This project, supported by Leeds 2023, we're in our second phase now, which was part of My World, My City, My Neighbourhood. Some of the people who come every week have always been to Soapbox since its inauguration, and some people are brand new. And so this kind of ever-moving community that we've created is really dynamic, and it's really interesting to see the ways in which people who've been coming for a long time really welcome people into the group. It's a really special thing, and it's unlike any group I've been part of before. If you tried to explain what Soapbox is to somebody else, it's not easy. I think it's a sharing of philosophy. It's offering an interesting definition of the term welcome and how you welcome someone. Because maybe a really good welcome is not loud or forceful or big. Maybe it's much more slow and deeper, and it's about finding those genuine connections rather than sort of rushing in. And it starts with the experience of being human, which is obviously huge, but I sort of come with a series of questions or ideas, and then from there we decide what's going to happen in the room. And because we've got a room full of people who come from all over the world and speak all these different languages and lots of different inherited cultures that belong to their ancestors, and there's all of this knowledge in the room, it's like a really interesting way of getting to know somebody, and not their interests or their skills, but more genuinely who they are as a human being. But also the way that it works is people bring friends. So there is this very kind of nurturing way of accessing the group anyway. And so there's this culture of like taking somebody to share something with them that feels like a really significant part of it. But there's lots of space to communicate in other ways. So either physically or through drawing or through sharing of music, or there's a lot of sharing of photography that happens. This is a group of people who have such a wealth of experience, such a broad range of experiences and skills, and they're right here in this city. It's just a language barrier usually that's in their way, and so often people's level of understanding is so much greater than what you might assume, because there's a kind of sensitivity around it. So I think just reaching out and making connections with people is not as difficult as it may seem at first glance. There's this real sense of I want to offer support for somebody because somebody offered me support. So there's a kind of cyclical giving back or sharing way of being together that's really beautiful, that none of us created. It just sort of, that's how it is.